Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's game between the Sioux Falls Stampede and the Sioux City Musketeers. We're back here again for this matchup. Last night it was a blowout. 5-0. Sioux City won over Sioux Falls. I'm guessing Sioux City's gonna lose this one tonight because of how well they played last night. So I'm guessing they're tired from all this, of all the because of last night, you know, scored five goals, four of them coming in the first. I remember halfway through the second period, I was thinking, like, I don't know if I could call this game anymore. But, you know, I did, and I kept on going. So, I did pretty well, didn't I? I survived at least. Sioux Falls, they just weren't on it last night. I don't know what it was, but they were just not on it. Like, it was, I don't know, to be honest with you. Anyway, I know this is kind of a short pregame show. That's because, you know, as for those of you who may not know, we only have 15 minutes now to prepare or do our postgame show, which is limited to about 7 or 8 minutes because, you know, the Muskies come out and, you know, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, we only have 15 minutes now, so we better get going on with some scores throughout leagues in the U.S. Right now in the USHL, Cedar Rapids is leading Des Moines 3-0. Kind of a surprise if you think about it. Because Des Moines, they're second to last in the West, and I believe Cedar Rapids is like fourth in the East, I believe. By the way, if you hear that coming off, that's my headset misfunctioning. I apologize for that. I keep forgetting to tape it on. No, Cedar Rapids is literally in the same spot in Des Moines is. Actually, with the win last night, by Des Moines, they actually knocked Sioux Falls down to second to last. So that was a big win last night, really, both for Des Moines and Sioux City. Anyway, Youngstown's at Dubuque, though. Chicago's at Green Bay. Muskegon's at Madison. Lincoln's at Omaha. And Fargo's at Waterloo. They'll be here tomorrow afternoon. Tied up at 0. Sorry about that, everyone. I'm falling apart. Right now, Nashville and the Oilers, I should say, are tied up at 0. 7:43 left to go in the first. Toronto right now is leading the they're tied up, I should say, at 0. The Islanders are at the Lightning. That game's tied up at 0. Pittsburgh beating up on Florida. Didn't really expect that, to be honest, but they lead 2-0. 7:55 left to go in the first. Tied up at 0. The Kings are at the Devils. Flyers are at the Capitals, tied up at 0 in the first. The Avalanche are at the Blue Jackets. That game's tied up at 0. 5:18 left to go in the first. At 7, the Stars are at the Blues. The Flames are at the Canucks. The Hurricanes are at the Golden Knights. The Senators beat the Jets beat the Senators, I should say, 5-2. The Bruins beat the Coyotes 4-2. Some NBA scores. The Mavericks beat the Hornets 52, or they're leading right now 52-30. 4:28 left to go in the second. The Pistons right now are leading the Knicks 39-34. 6:12 left to go in the second. The Bucks beat the Magic today, 112-95. The Raptors beat the Nets 15-13, or they're leading right now, I should say, 15-13, 7:09 left to go in the first. The Pelicans lead the Pacers 14-11, 6:35 left to go in the first. The Clippers are at the Timberwolves at 7. At 7:30, the Lakers are at the Warriors. At 8 o'clock, the Nuggets are at the Suns. And at 9 o'clock, the Spurs are at the Kings. Top 25 games in college basketball. Baylor is leading Oklahoma State 54-53, a close game. North Carolina right now is leading Duke 75-62. Iowa's leading Nebraska right now 92-60. Creighton's leading St. John's 80-70. Right now, Colorado's leading Stanford 65-60. Kansas is leading TCU, or they beat them, I should say, 60-46. Louisville beat Virginia 80-73. Dayton beat St. Louis 71-65. Florida State beat Miami 99-81. Seton Hall beat Villanova 70-64. In overtime, Auburn beat LSU 91-90. Oklahoma beat West Virginia 69-59. Kentucky beat Tennessee by a score of 77-64. Michigan beat Michigan State 77-68. Penn State beat Minnesota 83-77. San Diego State's at Air Force at 7 o'clock. At 9, Gonzaga is at St. Mary's. UCLA is at Arizona at 9 o'clock. And Oregon is at Oregon State at 9:30. And we can't forget the first week of the XFL. DC beat Seattle 31-19. And right now, Houston's leading Los Angeles 37-17 with 5:39 left to go in the fourth quarter. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this pregame show. And we'll see you guys on the first period.